Yama, welcome to RT classes CA and CMA Guru. Good evening, my dear students. So today our discussion part is regarding cost audit. Sir, the two things why we are going with this particular session. First one, so many people are asking, sir, we want some kind of chart regarding cost audit point of view. Second thing, this is compulsory question. Majority of the situations in CMA Inter or whether you are doing CA Inter, this particular concept is asking several times, especially CMA Inter point of view. This is almost all repeatedly they are asking. Ma. That's the reason we are going with this particular session today. So don't skip this particular video. Please watch at the end because this particular video makes you and provide you 7 to 9 marks. Why I said 7 to 9 marks means one time there is a possibility to go with the 7 marks question and 2 marks MCQ possibility because they are asking repeatedly section number, that is 148. So now you understand which of the topic now we are handling right now. That is nothing but our cost audit itself. Yama, let's start. Section 148 now we are handling now, that is cost audit. We are talking about cost audit. Yeah, let's see point by point the particular things. First thing, cost audit is not a statutory audit. Okay, it's not a statutory audit. Yeah, because you can say addition to statutory audit. Cost audit is an addition to statutory audit. It is not a substitute for statutory audit. First point. And the second point, Nana, industries covered are manufacturing industries, production industries, and you go with processing industries, mining industries, you maybe go with assembling. These are all industries point of view. Cost audit will be applicable. Even extraction industries also, industries will be covered. And the next point, cost audit is not a regular audit. So then what this is? This is periodic or a yearly audit. Cost audit is not a regular audit. It is a periodic or yearly audit itself. Next, Nana. Who can do cost audit? So here you can smile. Only CMA can do cost audit. That too practicing. Only practicing cost accountants can do cost audit itself. There are totally Nana 6 rules are there. But now we are talking about only 2 rules. That is rule 3, rule 4. If you remember my session, rule 5 also. Okay. Rule 4 is about cost audit. and rule 3 is about cost records. Okay, what are the conditions? If the turnover, here na, so rule 5 also we know, that is applicability of cost, maintenance of cost records. Rule 3 is regarding cost records applicability point of view. When it comes to rule 5, that is maintenance of cost records, and rule 4 is about cost audit point of view. Now we are talking about rule 3, cost records point of view. If the turnover is more than or equal to 35 crores, whether it is a regulatory sector, whether it is a non-regulatory sector. Yeah, if they are engaged in manufacturing, production, processing, mining, extraction, and assembly point of view. These are all six situations point of view. The turnover of the preceding financial year point of view, if it is 35 crores or more immediately preceding the financial year, automatically the concerned entity, whether it is a regulatory sector, whether it is a non-regulatory sector, they are supposed to maintain the cost records itself. When it comes to cost audit, Nana, it is divided between the two industries. One is regulatory sector, that is covered in A. Second one is non-regulatory sector, that should be covered in 6. Totally 6 industries are covered under regulatory sector, and 33 industries are covered under non-regulatory sector point of view. Totally 39 industries are there covered under cost audit point of view. Among that, 6 industries belongs to regulatory sector and 33 industries are belonging to non-regulatory sector. Sir, 6 industries which can you convey us, sir? Definitely, ma. Sugar, telecommunication, electricity, petroleum and gas, and fertilizers. These are all 6 industries will covered under regulatory sector. The balance 33 industries are covered under non-regulatory sector point of view. When it comes to the limits point of view, when it comes to regulatory sector, Nana, overall turnover from production, production from goods and services, if the amount is more than or equal to 50 crores. From overall production goods and services, if the turnover limit is 50 crores or more, immediately preceding the financial year. Immediately preceding the financial year, if the amount is 50 crores or more, all concerned production or services combining point of view. Plus, sir, that means both the conditions it need to be satisfied. If you go with the second point, individually, yeah, individually, if the concerned amount is same, sir, individually from goods to services for which cost records to be maintained should be, if it is more than or equal to 25 crores. If it is satisfying both the conditions, then automatically the regulatory sector's point of view, cost audit should be applicable. Regulatory sector's point of view, cost audit should be applicable. When it comes to non-regulatory sector, same points, but the amount is more than or equal to 100 crores. Here the amount is more than or equal to 35 crores. Same, this is for overall point of view. When it comes to individually, this is also plus. Both the conditions, if you satisfy immediately preceding the financial year, then automatically cost audit should be applicable. Got it, ma? So rule 3 is regarding cost records. Rule 5 is maintenance of cost records. Rule 4 is about cost audit point of view. This is about turnover limits point of view. Got it, ma? So whenever if you want to consider cost audit point of view, you need to comply with cost accounting standards. You need to comply with cost auditing and assurance standards. And in addition to that, you need to comply with generally accepted accounting principles. You are supposed to comply with all these things. You need to consider whenever you are engaged in management of cost of production point of view. You need to comply with cost accounting standards. You need to comply with cost auditing and assurance standards. You need to comply with generally accepted accounting principles as well as. Sir, suppose you are appointed as a cost auditor. Okay, you are appointed cost auditor for RT. Can you do statutory audit? Can you do GST audit? Can you do tax audit? Can you do internal audit? Means the answer is straight away no. Sir, I am not saying that cost accountants cannot do all these things. If you are acting as a cost auditor for a company, you are not allowed to do statutory audit. You are not allowed to do GST audit. You are not supposed to do tax audit. You are not supposed to do internal audit also for that company. I am saying that which company you are appointed as a cost auditor for that company point of view I am talking. So that means once if you are acting as a cost auditor for the company, you are not supposed to do statutory audit. Same rule applicable. If you are doing a statutory auditor for the company, you are not allowed to do cost audit for the same company itself. So then who appoint the cost auditor? What is their qualifications? What is their disqualification means? First, appointment. Who will do board of directors will do the appointment within 180 days from the commencement of financial year. Who will appoint my board of directors from the commencement of financial year within 180 days they will appoint the auditor. Then after that what is the procedure? After the board of directors are appointed the cost auditor, they will intimate to whom? Central government. Within how many days ma? Within 30 days in form number CRA2. CRA1 is regarding what? This one. Cost records point of view. CRA1 maintenance of cost record should be covered under here. CRA2 once the board of directors appoint the cost auditor, they need to intimate to the central government in form number CRA2 within 30 days of the consent appointment itself. Sir, in case casual vacancy was generated after the appointment, if any of the situation casual vacancy was generated. When casual vacancy generated, resignation point of view or death point of view or removed point of view, these are all situation casual vacancy can be generated. Once again, casual vacancy also, who need to fill that particular vacancy? Board of directors only. Got it, ma? Within by informing to the central government, within 30 days they need to appoint the concerned. There also they are supposed to intimate in form number CRA2 itself. Got it, ma? Once the appointment was done by the board of directors, within 180 days of the commencement of the financial year, they need to inform to the central government in form number CRA2 point of view within 30 days of appointment. In case casual vacancy point of view also, the power should be vested with the board of directors only. There also once again they need to inform to the central government. So within 30 days by informing to the by submitting form number CRA2 only itself. So what is the time period? Means simply, sir, what about qualifications and disqualifications? Means same whatever, he must be a cost accountant having certificate of practice. He is not attracted any of the disqualifications what we mentioned in section 141 subsection 3. That's the reason qualifications to disqualification everything same only. When it comes to rights duties also same as statutory auditor, no other extra thing. Whatever the powers, duties will applicable to the concerned statutory auditor, same powers and duties will be applicable here also, but subject to the concerned things that is belongs to only cost auditor. Referred in section 139 to 147. All the concerned things will be applicable here. Sir, next immediately our question. What is the completion of the time period? Sir, when he needs to within 180 days from end of financial year. Sir, that means we are appointing cost auditor before on. The reason, sir, we need to give him some time. He need to understand the entity because knowledge of the client business is very important. Once he understand the things, then he can plan the things perfectly. So then he can do better way cost audit itself. That means for this financial year, before only I am appointing the cost auditor. That means 2026 to 27 audit was we are appointing by 39 September only appointment by the cost auditor itself. Why, sir? If we give them sufficient time, they are able to do the concerned things properly. They have sufficient time, then they will perform audit perfectly itself. So within 180 days from the end of the financial year, the concerned audit should be completed. Once he done, after audit, what he need to do? He need to submit cost audit report to whom, sir? Board of Directors in form number CRA 3. Sir 1, maintenance of cost records. 2, appointment of cost auditor. Board of directors shall inform to the central government. Now CRA 3, cost auditor submit the cost audit report to the board of directors itself along with reservations, qualifications, if any, he need to submit it to the consultants. So after the receiving the report, after board of directors receive the report, what they need to do? Within 30 days, they will forward to the central government in form number CRA 4. What they need to do, sir? Board of Directors forward the report within 30 days of the receipt of that report to the central government in form number CRA 4. Regarding what he need to pass comments and plus audit report, cost audit report should be forwarded. So simply what he need to do, forward the cost audit report plus comments. He are supposed to do. To whom? Central government. In form number CRA 4. In form number CRA 4. Which form number? CRA 4. Within how many days? 30 days. This is the entire part we are supposed to do. So finally, what is the exemptions? Section 148 point of view, what are the exemptions under section 148? First, if you are operating a small and medium enterprises point of view, even though if you are satisfying the above condition, then automatically you are exempted. Second one, if you are operating in sales point of view, then also you are exempted. Then 100% of export oriented undertaking. If it is 100% export oriented undertaking, that is also exempted from cost audit point of view. Next one, 75% of your turnover, you are export oriented undertaking, that too from foreign point of view. So what is the difference? 100% export oriented entities, 75% turnover, whatever the turnover, 75% of turnover, export oriented undertaking only. That situation also cost audit is exempted. And they are generating electricity for captive consumption. Captive means for their own consumption. If they are generating electricity, those entities point of view cost audit is exempted. Got it, sir? So once again summary. So when it comes to cost audit point of view, section 148, who will appoint the cost auditor? Board of directors. Who is eligible to act as a cost auditor? Cost auditor in practice. CMA who is in practice, they are eligible for cost audit point of view. When it comes to how many industries are covered, manufacturing and mining, production, processing, extraction and assembling, everything should be covered. And remember, cost audit is not a substitute for a financial audit. It is a additional audit itself, because statutory audit is a regular audit, because our cost audit is a periodical audit or yearly basis we will do. So when it comes to rule 3, that is regarding cost audit point of view, records maintenance point of view. So there you need to check with whether it is a regulatory sector, non-regulatory sector. If they are meeting the turnover immediately preceding the financial year 35 crores or more, they are supposed to maintain cost records point of view. That is explained in rule 5 point of view. When it comes to rule 3, that is records, cost records applicability. We are talking about rule 5, that is maintenance of cost records point of view. So CRA 1 is regarding maintenance of cost records itself. So totally how many sectors are there? 39 sectors are there. These 39 sectors, 6 sectors are covered under regulatory sectors, 33 industries are covered under non-regulatory sectors. Sugar, telecommunication, yeah, coffee and teas, electricity, petroleum, gas, these are all covered under regulatory sector. Remaining 33 sectors covered under non-regulatory sectors point of view. Regarding applicability of cost audit under section 148 for the regulatory sector, they need to satisfy two conditions. What are the two conditions? If the overall turnover from the production goods and services 50 crores or more immediately preceding the financial year, plus individually if the concerned turnover limits is 25 crores or more, that means the aggregate turnover which individual goods and services for which cost records to be maintained, that is 25 crores or more. If they are meeting both the conditions, then automatically cost audit should be applicable for regulatory sector. When it comes to non-regulatory sector, the overall turnover from the production goods and services, if it is 100 crores or more immediately preceding the financial year, as well as aggregate of turnover which individual goods and services, wherever they are maintaining the cost records, if the amount of turnover is more than or equal to 35 crores, if they are satisfying both the conditions, then automatically cost audit should be applicable to the concerned entities. Whenever you are doing the cost audit, the management cost of production should consider cost accounting standard and auditor cost auditing and assurance standard, generally acceptable cost accounting principles also we are supposed to comply. So this is generally acceptable in related to, this is regarding the generally accepted cost accounting principles we are supposed to comply. Then who are doing the concerned things? If you are acting as a cost auditor, you are not supposed to do statutory audit, tax audit, GST audit, internal audit for the same company. If you are doing, if you are appointed as a cost auditor for the same company, same qualifications and disqualifications will be attracted here also. Same rights and duties will be applicable here also. What is the duties and rights applicable for statutory auditor? Same duties and rights also here also applicable. When it comes to appointment, who will do the appointment? Board of directors. Within 180 days from the commencement of the financial year. Suppose 1st April commencement means 29 September. By that time, they are supposed to appoint the cost auditor. So once they are done the appointment, they need to inform to the central government in form number CRA 2 point of view regarding cost auditor appointment. Who? Board of directors. To whom? Central government. Within any days, 30 days. They need to inform in which form number? CRA 2 point. One is maintenance of cost records. Second one is appointment of cost auditor. In case resignation happened, removal was happened, death was happened, that situation we are calling it as casual vacancy itself. Casual vacancy point of view, who will fill that vacancy? Once again, board of directors. Within how many days? 30 days. To whom they need to inform? Central government. Inform number what? CRA 2 only. After the appointment, so once the appointment was done, from the end of the financial year, within 180 days, the cost auditor will submit the cost audit report to the board of directors itself. In which form number? CRA 3 itself. Once the cost auditor submitted the cost audit report to the board of directors with the recommendations, reservations, comments, and cost audit report shall forward it to the central government. In which form number? CRA 4 itself. Totally 4 forms, sir. That's the reason I said section number they will ask you MCQ point of view. These 4 forms point of view, any one of the form also they can ask in MCQs. CRA 1, maintenance of cost record. CRA 2, appointment of cost auditor. Board of directors informed to the central government within 30 days. CRA 3, after completion of audit report, the cost auditor will submit the report to the board of directors within 30 days. So, sorry, within 180 days from the end of the financial year in form number CRA 3. Once the form number received, the board of directors received the cost audit report. They will submit to the central government in form number CRA 4 within 30 days. Reservations, comments, cost audit report, everything should be submitted. Sir, what is the exemptions? Small entities, medium enterprises, which are registered under the Consent Act 2006 point of view. Small and Medium Enterprises Act, micro enterprises. And when it comes to, if you are engaged in special economic zone operations, if you are doing electricity for own your consumption, 100% is for you are doing for trading entities, exporting point of view only, and your 75% of total revenue generated from foreign exchange transaction, that kind of situation also you are exempted from cost audit. Got it, sir? This is the quick revision in related to cost audit. I hope so. You are very clear with cost audit. My sincere advice, CMA Inter student, before exam also just go through with this video and enough you can write this concept comfortably without any complications. At least you will get 6 marks out of 7 marks point of view. Got it? I hope so. You are clear with cost audit concept. Please share to the concerned students who are needy with this particular concept, and please like and subscribe our channel. So our channel RT classes, CA and CMA Guru itself. So always I am posting the videos according to the students' need and the most complicated concept. In soon I am coming with marathon as well as, so topic by topic I will try to post as early as possible. Whether it is belongs to CA Inter or whether it is belongs to CMA Inter as well as. Got it, ma? And I hope so. You enjoy the session. Bye, sir. Have a nice day.